What's the crack, lads? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are talking rumours for eFootball and the future of the franchise. So we had this brand new live stream. This is going to be a regular series from what we know. It started with this V4.4 crossplay introduction where they talked about it in the eFootball Connect live stream, but there was a lot of stuff that they talked about in this. So we're going to pick through it and show you guys a couple of bits and pieces. I'm going to talk about some of the things I've been hearing as well. So obviously Konami are very much aware that this year marks the series' 30th anniversary, which is crazy. Now they marked the 25th anniversary in a huge way. I'll do a video on that again. I just didn't want to make this video too long. However, they have been currently recruiting for a lot of new positions over in Japan and worldwide really. So there's going to be a big change, I think, and there's been big changes over the last couple of years. They're talking about business development, planning directors, planning project managers, engineering, sound quality, sound engineers, all this type of stuff. And also database guys as well. We'll look at this, right? Now, also on top of that, there's been a huge shift. I think people still think of Konami as, that struggling kind of competing against EA-style development team. And, Konami have just gone from strength to strength since eFootball has launched and after they got over the beta. That beta was bad, but they did recover from that and all the memes. It was meme to death at the start, but they've gone from strength to strength. They've been posting record profits. It's a really cool place to work based on a couple of articles that have been going out. And a lot of people are trying to work over at Konami now, especially, people that are just coming out of college or people that are shifting jobs. Obviously, the record profits are down and due to the fact that they just keep going from strength to strength with the cards. I mean, they don't really miss with the card packs, It's very rare that they bring out a dud of a box. And if they do, they just bring out a better box next month and, up their profits again, So, and they always have a couple of those legends that will feature, like Rijkaard, Hullet, that they can keep going back to Messi, Neymar, Suarez, as we saw this month and this week. So that is a huge thing. There's been a big change around. That's why they're probably, developing it out and they're expanding. They are also really smart with how they've been expanding in terms of regions that they've been expanding and the legends that they're going after. Looking for brand new legends, having partnerships. Yeah, this is a dodgy trailer for Song Krasin that launched as well. But this was an exclusive regional kind of feature that they did, or collaboration that they did with Song Krasin, who of course is really, really nice in the game. It was a free player that you could use. They've been very clever with how they've actually gone after certain licenses, They're still missing some huge names, obviously like Zidane, Henry, Ronaldo, all of those guys, right? But they still have a load of new legends to come, that they still have licenses for, and they're going to be expanding that out. We've seen in the last year probably about 10 plus new legends, and obviously we're going to be getting new legends this month as well. We have Lloris coming out, we have Martin Caceres, we just had Gattuso. So there's a lot of good stuff happening, I think, in terms of licenses. And then they're bringing out different versions of different cards. Like Hullet has had 3 or 4, Makalele, all those boys. They also have a couple of licenses. I want to talk about this. A lot of people ask me about this. We know that the AFC Champions League eFootball event is going to be happening. But also, there is big rumours, and this is probably another one that people are going to continuously ask for until it happens or it doesn't happen, about the FIFA Club World Cup. Now, we know we had the eSports FIFA event, or the eFIFA event, but they have made changes in V4.4. They've added a couple of teams. This is a fake Borussia Dortmund, it seems to be. And they've added this, and the idea behind it is that they're adding this as a placeholder team until they get the license, if you get what I mean. So when they do get the FIFA Club license, they will have an exclusive license, like how they added Bayer Leverkusen. That's how they would do it. Bayer Leverkusen was fake until they had the license, and then boom, they're ready to go and they can just change the player appearances and slot in the kits and away, right? But they also talk about, most importantly, I think for offline fans, they talk about game mode design and equipping multiple game modes and updating them. Now, I have a full video done on Master League. If you guys haven't seen it yet, please do check that out. We talk about all the rumours I've heard about Master League. And basically, it is going to be their answer to career mode. It's not going to be the same as old school Master League, like what we're seeing here, but it's going to be a new slant with a new kind of like microtransaction type features with it. That's basically where they're going to go with it, right? But all that they're reading here on the official job listings of who they're looking for and how they're going to try to fit in these guys into their new roles for project management and, database and game modes and all that, it does read like they are expanding beyond like year to year now. Like these seem to be like 2-3 year type positions of like, okay, we're going to be starting to build stuff now and building the frameworks, building the infrastructure, building the ecosystem. They've also done this before, and we have the blueprint for this and the framework already there for another game that they have worked on, which is their e-baseball series, or I think it's called Pro Spirits. Somebody can correct me in the comments below, I'm sure. But this is, Professional Baseball Spirits is what this is called. And this is very eFootball-like. Now, obviously, I've done a full video on this as well. I've been bashing out the videos, boys, so appreciate if you could subscribe and let me know what you're thinking of the content. But we've done a full video on this as well, talking about it and talking about edit mode and stuff like that. So please do check that out as well if you're looking for more details on that. But that is kind of a blueprint of what they've done. And it seems that they're maybe like a year or two behind their original roadmap, or on that baseball series where they kind of have it really kind of aligned, that they seem to be trialing and doing everything on the baseball series first and foremost because it's huge on mobile, and then they seem to be bringing a lot of that kind of know-how and nuance over to eFootball. Also, the only thing we're really missing from this list now is the ability to play cross-platform between mobile and console, and mobile controller support, and of course edit mode in Master League. Also, I think with the new feature that they add where you're able to play the AI Division League, I think that has definitely been spurned on by other developers and other directions, right? This year, EA Sports added a brand new free-to-play mode. And it was basically a cross-play enabled mode. It was called FC25 Showcase. And there's been rumors for ages. I had heard about maybe 2 years ago that Ultimate Team was going to go free-to-play. And that was a big reason why, they moved on from the FIFA brand. FIFA 2K are also rumored to be working on some sort of development game after 2026. So after next year's World Cup, or the next World Cup that we're going to be having. We also have brand new people coming into the market. Rematch. This is a brand new Strike Arena style game that looks fun. I haven't played it yet. I know it's in beta at the moment, but this is the trailer for it. If you guys want to check that out. There's lots of new games coming in, right? I think 2K and EA are probably the two biggest ones. At the moment, Konami are probably in a position where they're massive on mobile. We know that EAFC is going to be launching a mobile game this year as well. But it's massive on mobile, like absolutely insanely big on mobile worldwide, like huge, making hundreds of millions in profit. UFL is another one that we have to talk about as well. I'll be honest, I haven't really played UFL, so let me know in the comments below where it is at currently right now. I don't want to talk about it because I don't really know about it. I've played it at launch, I thought it was fun. Then it kind of went a bit downhill after the second beta. But let me know what you guys think. And then we have another one, which is Goals. So this hasn't even come out yet, as far as I know. This is another football game that's going to be in the mix. And I think all of these things combined, the fact that they're making so much money, the fact that there's other people coming in as competitors. eFootball has no competitor at the moment in terms of a free-to-play, fully featured game online. I'm not talking fully featured with career mode and stuff like that. But there's no game like that. UFL, if UFL adds a career mode and an offline mode and co-op and all that, then it becomes more in line with eFootball. That's why I think that Konami at the moment need to be very smart and capitalize on what they have going from. They know that they've got guaranteed income coming in every month. And eFootball 2026 could be absolutely huge for that reason. Because at the moment, they're largely going, there's no real competition there in terms of what eFootball offers. Like it or love it or hate it or don't hate it. At the moment, eFootball is like primarily an online game that is like a free version of Ultimate Team where you're guaranteed better odds of getting the cards if you put money in. And whether you like that mode or not, or you like that style or not, it's working for them. So let me know what you guys think. That is just a roundup of all the rumors. I'll be back soon. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Peace.